Welcome to Module 2. This is a short module, and we're just going to go over basic LED lighting. Well, what is LED lighting? To put it simply, LED stands for Light Emitting Diode, which give off light when electricity is introduced to the diode and causes these little electrons to dance around within it. So an LED is called solid state lighting, or SSL. You will need to know that instead of emitting light from a vacuum, an SSL emits light from a piece of solid matter. In this case, that matter is called a semiconductor. Again, to put it simply, LED produces light when electrons move around within its semiconductor structure. So a lot of people ask, why LEDs? What is the advantage? Well, there are so many advantages to explain. You really need to know 3 of these. They're extremely energy efficient, they're not manufactured with dangerous gases or metals, and they last for very long periods of time. Those are the 3 key points of an LED. So why are they environmentally friendly? Well, LEDs do not contain toxic components. They're 100% recyclable. The low energy consumption of the LED helps reduce the consumption of energy and reduce atmospheric carbon dioxide emissions from power plants. And again, the long lifetime of LEDs reduces waste and materials that we see in the environment from replacing current lighting. LEDs are mercury free. They do not contain mercury, which is a very serious environmental and human health hazard. Fluorescent lamps contain an average of 5 milligrams of mercury per lamp. Let's talk about mercury a little bit. In my life, mercury is something that has affected the environment. It has assisted with global warming, and it's probably caused other issues within our country and around the world. So let's talk about this. Mercury is a very potent human brain neurotoxin. Mercury poisons our lakes, our food sources, and mercury is not good. It increases its potency and concentration as it works its way up the food chain, meaning just a small amount of mercury leaking into nature can have a very large impact on us and our environment. If you look at the drawing to the right and reflect on that, you'll kind of see how bad mercury is for the environment. So LEDs are mercury free. By consuming less energy, LEDs help reduce the mercury emissions from coal-burning power plants. Mercury is a risk to wildlife, especially fish-eating birds, where the concentrations are high, and the amount of mercury in a standard fluorescent ceiling grid is enough to contaminate water that would fill 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Let's try to change that together. So how energy efficient is LED lighting? Well, it's kind of difficult to put an exact figure on the amount of energy that can be saved when transitioning to LED lights. And this is one of the basic questions that consumers need to know and what they're most interested in. If you use LED lighting exclusively throughout a house, it can save as much as 80% of the monthly electricity bill. Now, understand that lighting accounts for as much as 50% of an average bill. It's some major savings. So why are LEDs called eco-friendly lights? Well, to environmentalists, this is the most significant of the commonly asked basic questions and answers about LED lighting. Well, of course, they use less energy, so they have a lower carbon footprint, which means there's less damage to the ozone layer, and it reduces the impact on global warming. But again, they do not contain mercury or toxic gases, so there's no harmful emissions into the atmosphere. Another question that you're going to get asked is, how long do LED lights last? Well, everybody wants to know that. They can last up to 100,000 hours or longer. If you take in consideration that a normal light bulb lasts 8 hours, if it runs 8 hours per day, 7 days a week, 365 days per year, it would last about 17 years. This final slide is a link to DOE LED Basics. You can see the link here. You can copy and paste that into your browser, and it'll take you to the Department of Energy website, which will give you DOE's perspective on solid state lighting. It'll also give you more details on LED basics, using LEDs, R&D challenges, and market challenges. We're going to go ahead and post this link within the course where you can click on it directly, and if you don't want to copy and paste in your browser, we'll have that available after this module.